Hey guys, welcome back. We're going to be doing another Perdigon video today. This one is from Howard Croston. It's the new in the range this year. It is purely an anchorfly Perdigon. It's called a Perdi Bomb, actually, and that's just because it's got an oversized 3.2 slotted tungsten bead on a 16, whereas you would usually use like a 2.4. And then behind that you have a 2.0 just painted orange standard countersunk. And I have that on backwards so that the big size, the big hole here kind of sits up against the bead, makes it just really nice in line, that nice carrot shape when we're done and we're resining. So we'll get started here. Black thread for the working body. Actually, before that, super glue the beads. Just a dab here. Push that up against, should grab, a little loose. There we go. And then right behind, just going to put it on the sides here, because that's where the beads touch. Push the orange one right up against there. A little bit of excess. Good to go. All right. Thread black UTC 70 or something that's small diameter. Back to the bend. Coq de Leon for the tail. I like to go a little bit heavy with the CDL on Perdigons, just to make the speckling stand out a little bit. Full length of the shank. Tie that in. Make sure he's on top. Lock and wrap behind. Oops. Then give that a trim right behind the orange bead there so it's nice and flush, makes a really nice body. And then just start taking touching turns, clean up the butts. And you can take your rib, which is just pearl tinsel. Got a small diameter here. Just tie that in. A nice tapered body there. And you can begin to rib. Three to four, good enough. Make sure that is tied down. Starting to slip. Should be good now. Oop. That's good. Whip finish. Okay, now we can start building the body. The first thing I like to do, that big open slot there, that's on the front bead, kind of like put a dab of UV resin in there. And what that does is kind of acts as a cork for when you're building the body. That way it doesn't seep down in there and then it gets into the eye, and then you end up finishing the fly and the whole thing's ruined because you can't thread tip it through the eye. So that's good. And we can start doing the rest of the body here. A decent liberal amount for the first coat. I like to rotate the vise, that way everything's evened out, kind of like working with epoxy. Cure that up, and you can do your second coat. Just make sure everything is sealed up, nice and slimline. Set it. And we're going to put a black dot wing case there on top. Hit it with the light, make sure it's cured. Sometimes with the colored UV resins, they don't really cure 100%, so I just like to go over it with the really thin UV just to seal it up. And she's ready to go. So that's Howard Croston's Perdi Bomb. Mainly used for an anchor fly if you're fishing 2 or 3 nymphs. If you come across like plunge pools or like some deep slots, some pockets, this is definitely one you want to have in the box. Tie them up. Visit the website, fullymill.com. Got plenty of them in stock. Thanks, guys.